My name is Banji, Okunomo, Public City Secretary of the PDP Ondo State. Our great party, the PDP, we have not seen any challenge, no challenge at all from the opposition. The coming election, which comes up on the 14th of February, by the special grace of God Almighty, we are going to win the election. President Banji will be returned to us. The reason for this is that our constitution, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, allows a man who at once was elected and is also seeking office for the second term. Goodluck Jonathan's own time is not going to be different from what has been the practice in this country. And democracy is about the people. The people of this state or this country are satisfied with the governance that we have experienced in the last 4 years of Jonathan's presidency. I have every authority to say that within the confines of the available factors that guide the conduct of affairs at the helm of affairs of any government, that Goodluck Jonathan has done tremendously to actually showcase what we call transformation in all the sectors of our economy. I must say that the president has made a difference from all that have occupied the position. And let me first and foremost say that it is only a Democrat, a true Democrat, that can give us the dividends of democracy. A man without the ideas and knowledge of democracy cannot in any way give us what we want in terms of democratic dividends. You cannot in any way compare somebody that lacks democratic knowledge, lacks knowledge of democracy, or lacks even the necessary leadership qualities to be able to take us through this 21st century. Nigeria has gone advanced beyond the level of anybody's individualistic interest. We are a nation rising from our relative obscurity to the realm of development, and we cannot go backward. We are seeing changes happening in our country today. People can travel from point to point by road, on smooth roads. It's used not to be the same like we are having it now. We are having changes on our roads. We are having changes in the telecommunications sector. We are having changes in terms of empowerment of our people. Is it the railway system that we want to talk about? The railway system which have eluded this country in the last 30 years is now back on stream. Just about 2 days ago, Makurdi is already linked up with Port Harcourt. What are we saying, my people? What Nigerians need is positive change. We do not need a change that will return us back to the dark era, the medieval era where somebody who, out of opportunism of using the instrumentality of, military instrument to upstage the governance of this country. People are talking of change. Now there are two people in contention, Jonathan and Buhari. We had opportunity of having Buhari as a military president of this country, ruling under an oligarchic system, few people in governance, where decisions ought to be taken fast and changes ought to take place very, very fast. Now we are also having Jonathan in the last 4 years as a democratically elected president. The point is this. Now, let us retrospect into the changes that have taken place in the telecommunications sector in this country, in the transport sector of this country, in terms of youth empowerment in this country, changes that have taken place in the aviation sector within the last 4 years. And now we compare it with the situation in 1983, when Nigeria was engrossed and encapsulated in a very terrible economic situation. and also a situation whereby hardship was unleashed on the people. And there was a total upturn of the democratic tenets of this country. The democratic principles and policies were all subjugated as a result of a despotic leader hijacking authority in this country, and wherein so many prominent citizens of Nigeria were incarcerated. Are we now saying that we should change to that realm? My brother, this is no way. That is why you see that the youth of this country today are determined to restore Jonathan as the president. Buhari is not an alternative. The certificate which later was presented, I mean the statement of result later presented by Buhari on the page of newspaper, I regard that as an afterthought, one, and I also regard it as fake, because it is not similar to the certificate that they used to, issue in those days by Cambridge. So as far as I know, you cannot build something on nothing. The APC candidate lacks the substance upon which his presidency is going to be predicated upon. We are saying that it is an inverse logic and also unnecessarily irresponsible to now juxtapose a man with a PhD with a man that does not have a proof of school certificate. I, Honorable Banji Okunomo, the State Publicity Secretary of PDP, hereby use this medium to call on all our people to come out en masse and cast their votes for Dr. Goodluck Jonathan and all candidates of our party PDP contesting House of Assembly, House of Representatives and the Senate in the coming election. I summarize by saying that as a party we wish all of you best of luck. As you go into this election, let peace be the ultimate concern and be the overriding position that you must take. You must know that the PDP stands for civility and the PDP stands for decency and the PDP stands for what is peaceful in all manners and in all ramifications.